In this video, I am going to discuss how to reduce logical expressions by three variable Karnaugh map. Now let's see the three variable map. The three variables are A, B, C. So 2 power 3 is equal to 8. We can make 8 combinations, that is 0 to 7 we can make. Generally, two ways we can represent the three variable Karnaugh map. This is the first. Here we are written the variables A, B here in the row side and column side single variable. So the A, B we can write it in four combinations 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1 and 1, 0. This 1, 1 and 1, 0 combinations, that means it follows the gray code combination to get adjacency in each cell. So now here the first cell is 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5. So first cell is written as 0, 0, 0. The equivalent variable is A bar, B bar, C bar. Now the second cell is 0, 0, 1. The the cell 2 is 0, 1, 0. And the third cell is 0, 1, 1. Now the fourth cell is here 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. Fifth cell is 1, 0, 1. Now the sixth cell is 1, 1, 0 and the seventh cell is 1, 1. The equivalent min terms are represented in each cells. Now if you are seeing that the difference between the cell 2 and cell C is single variable, that is 0, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 0. Only single bit change from one cell to other cell. So we are following the gray code sequence to the K map to get single bit change from one cell to other cell. This is the second way to represent the three variable K map. Here in the row side single variable A is represented and the column side two variables are represented. So the A is written as 0, 1 and column side BC it's represented for 4 combinations. Now the first 0 column is 0, 0, 0, 0. So the column is 0. Now 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So the equivalent variable, that is min terms are written. So the columns, the cells are represented as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6. So if you are checking that cell 3 and 7, only single bit change, that is to get the cell adjacency. We are following the gray code sequence. That's why it's not coming 1, 2, 3 sequence. It's coming as 1, 3, 2 sequence. Similarly here 5, 7, 6 to get cell adjacency from each cells. Reduce the expression f by using three variable Karnaugh map. The given question is f is equal to summation of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is represented in Karnaugh map is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So this is the Karnaugh map. We have to place 1 to corresponding cells. Then we are going to that. Now here I have written the min terms. So I am placing the ones. So now see the grouping. Here 4 1 possibility grouping is available. So I am grouping 1 1 1 1. This 4 5 7 6 I am grouping into single cell. Then these two I am grouping by two cell grouping, and this one also I am grouping into two variable cell. Now we are going to write the expressions. Here the column side all variables are covered, so the answer is 1, and here it's 1, so it's A. Now in the second grouping, here in that row side everything is grouped, that is A plus A bar is equal to 1. So here we are taking answer B bar C. Same way, this two cell grouping, here the row combinations are 1. Then the column combinations are B and C bar. Now the answer is written and final answer is summation of all this. Now in this example, this f is equal to summation of 0, 1, 5, 7. Now we are writing the ones in each cells. Then we will see the possibility of grouping. These ones we can group like this and these ones we are grouping like this. Now writing the expressions for a row side, here this A, and the common between these two term is C. So AC. Now for this cell grouping, this is A bar and the common between these two cells is B bar. So A bar, B bar. In this example, the ones are grouping like this. These two ones are into single cell and these two ones are into another single cell. Now writing the expressions. This is A bar and common between these two terms is B bar. And here for this cells A and the common between these two is B. So AB. In this example, all ones are nearby. So we are grouping into single cells. Now these row combinations are eliminated. That is A plus A bar is equal to 1. So this row combination is eliminated. Now that is only considered the column side. Now the common between these two is C. So the answer is C. In this example, we made the 4 cell grouping. Then this one is grouped with this one to make the 2 cell grouping. Now write the expressions. Here row side is eliminated. That is row side is equal to 1. So 1 dot. Here the combination of the common between these two is C. So the answer is C. Now for this combinations, the A bar, the common between these two term is B. So A bar B. In this example, we are going to reduce the expression by SOP form as well as the POS form. First, let's discuss about SOP form. SOP form expression is 0, 1, 3, 7. So it's represented in the truth table as 0, 1, 3, 7. And the POS expressions are 2. That is zeros in the K map, zeros in the truth table is coming under POS terms. So 2, 4, 5 and 6 is coming under the POS terms. So first see the grouping for SOP form. So I am writing 0, 1, 3 and 7. Now we can group like this 2 cell combinations. These two into single cell, these two ones are grouping into single cells. The answer for this combination is A bar and the common between these two is B bar. Same way here, it's BC. Now we are going to simplify the expressions by POS form. So here the 2, 4, 5 and 6 is represented like this way. Now we are grouping these two zeros into single cell and these zeros into another 2 cells. Now the writing expression for this one is here this is a bar. The common between these two is plus B. Now here this row side is 1 and the column side is B bar plus C. Now in these questions, the given question is 0, 2, 6 and 7. So 0, 2, 6 and 7. Now these two ones are grouping like this way and these two 0 and 2s are adjacent cells. So we are grouping these two ones into single cells. So the expression for this one is A and the common between these two term is B. Now for this expressions A bar, common between the first and second cell is C bar. Now this examples, the expressions, the given question is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 7. So we are writing here and we are grouping these two into a single the 4 cell grouping and these one are grouping like this 2 cell grouping. Now the answer is A bar. A bar for this first grouping, and this grouping the answer is B, C. Now in this example, the ones are written and we are grouping into two cells. Two ones are grouping into single cell and these two ones are grouping into another cell, and these two ones are, and the corresponding equations are for this one A, and the common between these two term is C, and for this questions B, C, and for this green color grouping A, and the common between these two is B. The given expression is in SOP form, so we are bringing into standard SOP form first. From this we are getting the decimal form. Now we are writing the min terms in each cell grouping, then we are grouping. Now these two ones are grouping like this, and now 2, 6 and 0, 4s are having adjacent, so we are grouping these 4 ones into single cell. So the answer is, for this 4 ones, the answer is common between the first last cell is C bar, so the answer is C bar, and for this one the answer is A bar, and common between this is B. Now this questions we are bringing into standard SOP form. From this we are obtaining the logical from this we are obtaining the decimal form. Now we are placing the ones, then we are started grouping these 4 cells are grouping into single cell, and this one is grouping into another cell. Now we are writing the answer. For this grouping the answer is A bar, and this grouping the answer is BC. Now in this questions, the given question is in the POS form, that is F is equal to pi of 1346. So we are writing zeros in the corresponding cells. Now we are started grouping. Now these two ones are covered into single cell, and these 4 and 6 are having adjacency, so we are grouping into single cell. So the answer for this one is A bar, and common between these two is C. The answer is A plus, the common between these two is C bar. So A plus C bar. Now for this one, A bar plus common between these two is C. So A bar plus C. Now in this questions, the corresponding ones are written. Now we are grouping into 2 single cells. So the 2 single cells answer for group 1 A bar, and the common between these two is C. So A bar C. For this one A and B bar. Now in this questions the ones are placed, then we are grouping these 4s into these 4 ones into single cells, and this one is grouping into these ones. So now we are writing the expression A bar and C. For this one the answer is B. The given expression is in POS form, so we are solving by like this. Now we are grouping these two zeros into one cells, and these 0 and 2 into the another one cells. So we are writing the expression for this A bar plus the common between these two is C bar. Now the second for this grouping A plus C bar. Now in this POS expressions the zeros are written in each cells. Now we are grouping these zeros into these 4 zeros into single cell, and these 0 is grouped into this cell. So the answer is for this one the answer is A bar, and for the green color grouping the answer is B plus C bar. For this POS expressions, we are placing zeros in each cells. Now we are grouping these 4 zeros into single cell and these 2 zeros into another single cells. So the expression for this one is B, and the expression for this 2 cell grouping is A plus common is C. C bar. Now for this questions, the zeros are placed. Now we are grouping these two zeros into single cell, and these 4 and 6 into another 2 cell grouping. So now the answer is for this one A plus C bar. Now for this question the answer is A bar plus C. For in this expressions, we are finding the standard POS form. From that, we obtain the decimal form. Now we are placing the corresponding zeros in each cells. Now these 4 zeros are grouped into single cell, and these 0 is grouped into two cell grouping. Now the answer for this one is C bar, and the answer for this cell grouping is A bar plus B. In this questions, first we are finding the standard SOP form. Then from this we are finding the decimal values. Now we are placing into the corresponding cells. Now these 4 ones are grouping into single cell, and these 2 ones are grouping into another cell. Now the answer is A bar, and for this one the answer is BC. In this question, first we are finding the expression into standard POS form. From that we are obtaining the decimal values. Now we are writing the decimal values into each cells with 0 representations. Now we are started grouping these 2 zeros into one cell and these 2 zeros into one cell. Now this 0 don't have any adjacent cell to group. So we are grouping into single cell. So in this cell, no variables are eliminated in the final expression. So the answer is A plus B plus C. For this one, the answer is B bar plus C bar. For here, the answer is A bar plus B bar. In this POS expressions, first we are placing zeros in the corresponding cells. Now we are started grouping. Now these 4 zeros are grouped into single cell, and these 2 zeros are grouped like this. Now the answer is A bar, and for answer for this grouping is B plus C bar. Now in these questions we are finding for SOP as well as the POS. Thank you.